Hello, hello, good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Monday, April 22nd. It is 9:32 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. Bonds have opened with a gap, and the 15 years have closed the gap. I thought that there were some odds here, especially with the Dow, that some sort of rally. But right now, the Dow is being bought from exactly the 100 SMA. The same thing is going on with Nasdaq, and the ES is being bought from Halbach, overnight Halbach, which makes me reassess the market. I have an opinion before the opening, and right at the opening, it totally changed here. This is just changing here. Any now from the past weeks, what I was observing here, this market is looking for support. Every single level that the market may have found support, it just did not. Also, it just did not find support in any of those ones. There was a previous week lows, previous month low, centering numbers. Now the 5,000 is another one. The weakness, how the market is being traded is just very, very, um, it's very questionable as well. I mean, there's no conviction here in the selling that this market is having. If you have been following the streams, also been following Jim Dalton's updates, weekend updates, it is very, the updates that he has, did just have so much information there. Hey, yeah, how are you, man? I'm a little bit late today. I was doing something else. I saw this market, post to open inside previous day range, inside Friday's range, doing kind of like the same thing. I don't know if you remember the first time when this market went through the 5,000. There was some, as soon as the market reached the 50, 20, something like that, there was some, really, really upside continuation. Once the ES cleared the 5,000, everything. What I have been seeing here is every single level that it has. If you remember what happened before, every single time when the market struggled before, has been used, has been used to find or to try to find support. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Opening inside previous day range, it's an advertisement for chop. And the also rotations are high as well. The opening volume is lower than Friday. And the only exception to that guideline, the chop and rotation, is when the market fingerprints its way out of this range. Fingerprints its way out, either to the upside or to the downside. I don't know if that can be the case today, especially having the 5,000 right here. Right, that's a lot. I think there can be some, a lot of back and forth through this level here, right? Some buying happening up here, some selling happening maybe around this bunch of lines that I have here, which is the 100 actually. I don't have too much expectation for this day. Um, I was actually watching. While I was watching, what I thought is maybe the Dow was having better odds, for some kind of rally here. And the reason is, what I got here, right? It was sold so many times from the 100, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, pretty much like exactly from the 100, from each 100 moving average, and some sort of could this may have some kind of like remove of these stops that we have here, right? This mechanical selling that is happening here. I can see that it opened above the 100. Inventory in this market was also 100% long. All these markets actually had, how the ES seller was kind of like around here, and the ES, all this inventory is long. Same goes for Nasdaq, and same goes for the Dow. All right. So what might be happening here is we may have some sort of counteraction. We don't know. Right? We don't know these things until after the fact. I don't have anything here. I am kind of like, I don't know, I have a bias here for what Jim is saying, right? I remember something that I remember from this market. Everything is when we have this rally. Now this is actually huge, right? If you take this is last year high, right? I guess we were talking this also last week, right? From here up there, to here, this is more than 50% decline that the S&P has had, year not relative to last year, 50%. That's a big retracement. And if I take the lows of this year, we are kind of right now, as of 9:40 a.m. April 22nd, it is right here. We are right at this 50%, 50% retracement. This is the low of the year. This is the high of the year, and look at where it is right now. Right, 50% retracement. That's quite significant. And if I take the whole rally, this is how much we have. This is 50, like about 25, right? Come on, man. No way. How this? Can you see? I have just realizing this. I have just put this chart here. Look at this, right? This is. Look at this. This is the low of this rally, and this is the high of this rally. Okay. This is 50%, 0%, 50%, 100%. Look at what this 50 is. We just have seen that where the market is right now is 50% from this low. And this is 50% of the whole, from here to here, we have 50% here, and this is exactly 25% here. Very, very systematic here. This, when you see this, when I see this kind of numbers, when I do this, use this is a Fibonacci, right? What I have made here, I have removed the 60. Why? I don't care about the 60, 78, 38%. I just got the 50%, 0, and 100, just to find hardbacks, right? And God, this is amazing. I just noticed this. No, I cannot see. Edit properties. Edit properties. Let's do it right. Oh, here. Right, so I can see it better. You know, I got too much lines here. Can be confusing now. But it's just unbelievable. Man. This is very systematic here. You know, these are programs buying, right? Programs buying, selling. You have 50%. You have 100% here, right? Just add another 100%. You have this and sell there. 50. You may have some buying here and come back. This is retracement. 25% retracement from this level, 50% from this. You know, it's just so perfect. You know, so perfect. But programs don't exist by themselves. Somebody put those numbers, right? Somebody programmed those computers. Somebody build that software. Man, this is just unbelievable. And now I'm not saying something will happen, right? I'm not saying this will happen or the other thing will happen. I'm just watching this, and maybe down the road, I don't know when, maybe 5, 10, 15 years, if I am still around, you might see something like this again. But what I got from Jim is, you know, that he hasn't seen these kind of things before. And it's unbelievable when I was in his intensives, you know, not having experience that he has witnessed things, certain things only once in his trading career. And sometimes it was the first time watching these kinds of some kind at the time, right, when I was with him, some behaviors of the market. And the first time of seeing that. And you can see, right? You can see right from there that we have to adapt. We have to evolve and try to understand what the market is doing, right? And there was a time when all traders were having hard times, and let me tell you, that was, that was when in this year, and we're having this kind of volatility here. What year is this? 21, I believe. 20, yes, 21. In this area here, all traders were having hard times here. But they survive, right? They survive because they adapt, they learn the markets. A lot of traders that were in this market, they are not here. They were crashed. And that's something I got from Nassim Taleb. In bull markets, have a tendency to kill traders that look to the downside, what we call bears, right? And in bear markets with volatility is high, bulls, traders that have good profits this year they just fall like flies, right, from the wall, and they just go away. They just disappear, right? They're killed during these times. And unbelievable, right? I had a bias today I had a bias in this market, in the Dow. I thought maybe I was going to try something here to the upside. Now this may be the time. Kind of like around saddle here. This market was bought from saddle. I don't have market profile for Dow. I just have CME. Nasdaq inside. Oh, some. You say any idea why gap up? There's no gap in this market. We don't have a gap in this market. No, you can see Friday's trading ranges starts from this level all the way up to here, and the market has opened inside previous range. Now there is no gap here. This is an inside opening. Loud chop here. Look at the bias here coming from POC. There were no weak references on Friday, no weak intraday markets. Weak reference on Friday. This is the level that I am watching here today. This rally high. Every rally, and that's kind of selling also is systematic. Right? Every rally was being met with selling. We have a rally, we have trending day and a rally on Friday, and this was sold before, just a couple of ticks before previous day low, very close to the adjusted 2022 high. This is important also because it's a yearly high. It's another time frame that we have here. All right. Was sold just before that. This could have been used as a support. Right? And buying from this level is actually weak. Right now that has been repaired. It's going to be selling from this level. Once a important reference is taken, in this case, it becomes resistance. Right? It was support. Now it's resistance. And notice, another level is taken. Right? 22. Next one is the 5,000. Settle is down here. I didn't watch the opening. Oh boy, look at this low here, right here. But it's only a few periods into the. Maybe in this K was kind of like around in this part at the European opening here. This will be more relevant. I don't have anything today. I don't have anything. I will let the market settle, do, what happened with inventory. I still think, I can, and that's the danger of biases. I am still thinking, to the long side in the Dow, but I think it has to repair first. That low is very close to settle there. From the bond market opened to the downside. The bond market actually has a downside gap. That market closed the gap, the 15 closed the gap. The 30 have not. That can go in either direction there as well. This week we have what? We have Tesla after the close tomorrow. We have Meta, IBM, Microsoft, Alphabet on Thursday. Meta on Wednesday. What here can have? This may have an impact on the Dow here. very slow opening. I haven't placed any trade here. I have no intention to do, not even a mental trade here. No, you just have to take it easy here. Just calm down, relax. As long as this high is not taking, and we have this level very close, very close. So it's kind of like easy to monitor for upside continuation. This level is taking. I don't know if I don't think I'm going to take this as a reference, but maybe this one here, the 4150. To check 52 9:53 23 minutes. We may actually have some volume here. 53, just 5 more minutes. No, it seems like it's we may have something like Friday actually. Inventory is very short as well. I mean, the overnight is long, right? Look at how much overnight we have here, 244. It comes, remember how much do we have here? Did we have here? Around like 700, right? This overnight here. Long, and that's one of the reasons what we talk about. There's some days that this day looked like was a counteraction to the whole day was a counteraction to the short to the long inventory from Friday. I don't have anything here. I guess I can do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to update these charts. Friday. How much volume do we have on Friday? 2266, 76. Not bad, huh? That's settled. And look at what happened with second and last. Very close to each other. Oh, something. This is the first time after a while having a lot of volume here. Kind of like, how much is this? Like 4,000 blocks, 3,000, 3,000, around just before the end of the day, around 4:55 something, the last 5 minutes of the day. It was during the overnight. Somebody was buying there. This week is going to be a busy week for me. My focus is going to be affected by things that I have to do. So I am not planning, quote unquote planning to do much this week. I learned that the hard way. When I got too many distractions, I just get killed, man, before. Get killed in the past. How much do we have here? Wow, 600. This is big. 423. And how much the overnight was here? I mean, how much the regular? I'm going to show you how much volume you have here. 154, 98. Okay, this volume here. on Friday. Look at the volume we have on Friday. The daily 1.5, actually not that much, right? Why 1.5, 1.5, like around the average. The difference was the overnight. The overnight has huge volume here, huge volume. So there can be something here. If there is something, maybe some sideways trading here, what Jim calls a balance, right? Because markets don't go in a straight line, not to the downside or to the upside. They go rally, balance, and then either resume the direction or have a pivot. We didn't have that we didn't have any ranges here. In this part, this year so far, we didn't have any ranges. All the way down to here, we have some sort of range, kind of like white here. This is an example of a range. This part here, can you see how many, like 2-3 weeks here, trading a range? Right? This is kind of like a wider. I don't know. I wouldn't call this, because what we have here, look at how these days happen here. How these days happen. And then what we have before. If you remove this, what we have before. I mean, below this. Nothing, right? And there is some support. This can act as a support, but it's very low. It's 45 here. And I don't know. I think this can be seen. And also the previous year high is around the 4,800 here. If there is something to the downside, this can be a good support. But also, if the market comes back down to this level, to the 4,800 here, notice where this how much pullback this market will have. If that happens, right? Almost like 9 or 10%. The last time the market did this, I guess was this break here. The retracement was, I don't remember exactly the number, if it was 10 or 9, but it was exact, right? We had a high here, not an all-time high. It wasn't this, was something here before, and the pullback, the break was exactly like, I guess it was 9%, 9.00%, something like 9.05, 9. But was so exact, man, before the market was bought here. And coming back to this year, really gets the market really close to this 10% mark, all right? Which is about 50% of this rally, right? It's not 50%, but really close to that. Very quiet opening here. Very quiet open. There is nothing going on here. Or at least nothing right now. Getting close to this level. The Dow is also selling from the 100 moving average. The Nasdaq is buying from the 100. ES, selling from Friday's rally high. And also, value is inside value as well. I guess, I don't know, maybe we can have a balance day today. We may have some sort of inside day today. Look at this, huh? Slightly higher. How, how much is this? 3% maybe? Oh, Jim has another webinar on Wednesday, 9 a.m. Have just register. Now, yeah, 4%. 4% higher than this day. Not much, really. Look at the buying that's coming here. You know. Now, we don't have lower volume today. We have talked before. When we have this kind of mechanical buy-ins here, sometimes when the market we have thin markets, volume maybe down here. Really thin markets they have better odds of being, intraday sustainable range. Very risky too. Now you have to be nimble. Always use stops. Always, because things happen so fast sometimes. But that's not the case today, right? We have higher volume. For example, in days like this, right? Because you have a high here, really low volume. Right? If I have something like this happening, mechanical buying here, the next one may come from far back. No, they have better also of sustain the rally, right? Even though it's super weak, that's something I don't want to mess with. I don't want to be part of that. This day as well, for example, right? You have the difference between the previous day and this day is huge here, kind of like 30% lower here. Yeah, 30-40% lower than the previous day. There's a significant difference here. And that is not the case for today. You are not having that kind of day. Let me replay some here. Market profile. I'm watching. What I'm watching here actually is I am watching the Dow here. It may take some time here, maybe 2, 3, 4 periods. I don't know. Nasdaq has a really nice inside bar. Only 6 minutes into B. Up, my bad. Some has this chart here. What is this? This is the ES, right? This is the, okay, this is the yearly. I guess instead of taking this level here, I would take this one as a reference because this is a yearly high. But it's too far from where we are now. We are at 50. 5,030, and 46 is way too low from the current levels, right? We are this one here. We're around this. This was a key, a go no go level. This level has been taken, and this can be good levels, but in the thing is that what time frame are you watching here? Right? You are watching intraday, daily time frame here. Right? The next thing you have to do is zoom in a little bit. Right? Maybe zoom in this chart, and have and zoom in kind of like around this area, right? This area here, and look more, kind of more specific details there. Look at some extra levels. Right now, this is something that traders use a lot. You have a 100, kind of like oh, come on. We have the 100, for example, going this way, kind of like around, kind of like that. The 200 is down here. These are levels that traders use to buy, to sell. This is important to know where they are. It's very close to zero today. It's very close. It is basically these three are the same, right? Which is what is that? Is the 5,000. This number. The magic is you have 1, 2, 3 zeros, right? 5,000. There's some magic power, imaginary power that those numbers have. Oh, I didn't realize I put this was supposed to be my homework. That's a part of my homework here. I did not post it. I posted it here. What else? There's something here. I have read. I have read something here that you write to some. This is really, it was really nice, man. Was the way how you are giving some advice to him. It was really nice. I think it was on point, and we all start somewhere. Nobody knows, nobody's born knowing everything, right? And we start, and at the beginning, what we do here is at the beginning we don't know what to do, and you're really good, actually, to give him some advice, because you're in another stage of the learning process, right? And you can see where he is. And I thought, when I read your comment, and I really like it, right? Because nobody can teach you. You have to learn this, and unfortunately, at the beginning we focus on the money, right? And when you say something about money there, it's really on point. That it's just, money is just a consequence. When also when I trade, one of the things that most traders say was just remove, right? Yeah, remove the profits. Or I don't want to see the balance. I don't want to see nothing here. I want to see just my position, and here how many contracts I may have, and where my position, my average or my field is relative to where the market is at now. Nothing else, right? Nothing else. And after I am in, I check this and I check this. The first time when I got the trade, I just keep watching the market, right? Because you have an idea what the trade is based on, and you have to monitor. You have to monitor the market, right? You got to monitor the market and not this, right? If it's not working, you're ready to cancel here, right? Ready to cancel. And if I have a stop, probably, if I see, for example, potential, this can be this is just an example, right? This can be my potential destination if anything happens. For example, I got a trade here, something happen, go long, and this could be the potential destination. Huh? And I put this. I can put some, maybe my stop. This is just an example, right? This is just an example. My stop can be down here, for example, half back here, and profit or target potential destination here. Just because I got to use, I got to use something here. I use most of the time I use A3 here, right? Because I don't want to. If I trade in futures, I don't want to go long or short without a stop. So I activate this, right? Depending on the volatility here, or maybe I can go with this, 5 points. I got this, right? And this is just referential. Then once I have this, if I see the market doing something, I adjust my stops, or I adjust my profit taking. It can be 20 points to the upside. It can be 8 points to the upside, for example, right? But if I see the market trading with conviction, I will move this higher, right? I have it here and move it higher. I don't care where, just higher. Maybe I can put it way up here, for example, or the next reference in the upper side could be, if the movement is strong, can be previously high, right? For example, right? But always monitoring the market, to monitor the market, right? If I see the trade is working, but I don't see conviction, I may move my stop to break even, or maybe even close the trade, right? Maybe close the trade. Then the important thing is, it's unbelievable how many times I just repeat what Jim said before, when I was learning, when I was his student, his mentee, is, you got to get to the habit to be the one who closes the trade, either for a profit or either for a loss. You got to be the one, and most of the time, 80, 87, 80, 90% of the times, you got to close the trade. Not wait, not let the market stop you out. You got to be the one who closes. Because and the reason behind that, when you go through those things, is to make you create you build a habit there, right? That you are in control. You are in control. You are the one that is actively actually trading, right? You are not letting the market to decide for you. You are the one who made the decision to close. That statement, it seems so simple and maybe even irrelevant, but it really has something. It's really important, right? In the process of learning, or the process of building your strategy, you being the one that creates the habit, right? Nothing here. Very quiet market. 200, really low volume as well. look at the buying here, Halbach here. Market was bought from daily Halbach fails, then the previous period Halbach. I was bought from overnight POC. The market is trying to follow the direction of the overnight trade here. Another thing that I have learned, and all the lessons that I have you learn, I don't know. There, I think there are people that learn different way. I thought I was one of those, but I am not. All the lessons comes with pain. They were, really hard ways. A little hard way, pretty much everything. Another lesson is, come on, man, don't trade at the opening. There are lots of people out there that teach you how to trade the opening. You have high volatility. You can make a lot of money right at the opening because it's when the market moves, right? And I still had to know somebody who is profitable, consistent when doing that, working that way, having that kind of strategy, right? The only ways that I may have some yearly trades is if the market, for example, right now opens, I may take this high, right? Oh, that can be something, but not here, right? But up here in the first period, that can be something. A lot of times it is just a look above and then fails, and there's some sideways trading here. It comes back, right? The trade that happens, nice ones are when the market goes or looks above, and then falls back inside previous range. And that puts this low, the opposite side, as a potential destination trade. Oh, I remember something from Friday now. Now we have excess. Excess on Friday. Really, I mean, just enough excess, right? Just enough technically good here. And just 2 ticks, the excess. Right? Not as significant. The volume, the chunk of the volume here, Friday was this area, right? Market removed this volume, but it did not, this could be average, price averaging here, different to this one, for example, right? This inventory was removed here, but not this one, that still remains. And now we are trading between this one and this one here. Right? Building value, kind of like around the center of these two. People that use volume profiles will see these things, right? These things and these things. And when especially, I think they have better odds of success when volume is lower. When markets are thin, this kind of trading, this kind of movements have more odds of happening. Nasdaq is doing, let me put Nasdaq here as well. Nasdaq actually is having a counteraction. Most of this inventory now has been you have a counteraction. Settle is way down here. ES is holding, the Dow is holding. And notice that Nasdaq has the moving average way above, you know, kind of like around this high, Friday's high is way up here. This one here, what is this one? I think it's, let me check, what the heck is that? I think that's the adjusted. Oh, that is. Let me see. NQ M24. No, I don't know. What the heck is that? But if I put there some, I have this. I have this one here. But why I have this 17277? No idea. I don't know why I have this. It's coming. He's trying to reach this area here. I said that it's really close to this. Monitoring for downside continuation. We have overnight low, settle, and this area here. It's a good volume here. I'm trying one of the things, you know, before actually trading. One of the suggestions that Jen had, I think that comes from Jim or AJ, was when you're learning, you know, try to observe the market, don't trade, right? This goes for some, right? And don't trade for a couple months. Huh? Just once you learn something about market profiles, you know, start watching, monitoring the market for a couple months, 2, 3, 4 months, without doing anything. It's so hard not to do anything. You may be losing really bad, right? Having really bad trades, but insist, right? Just insist in trading. Now, the buy that came here has been removed. Buying that come from Halbach here also, they are out now. There was another, that was an attempt to, you know, to have something to the upside. Did not have that, unsuccessful. We have directional move in Nasdaq. Overnight has been taken. We have rotation in the ES. Got an outside bar. And then look above, and now it's below this. It's still inside Friday's range. Price can get you crazy, right? If you are following price, you will say, oh, it's time to buy, time to sell here. But not just notice where this is. It's right inside previous day, right? And right at the center. At the center, kind of like 50%, about 50% of the range above. Just check this out. I want to highlight the center here. Right? This is the center, Friday center. And where's today's center? Right there as well. Right? Really nice inside day today we're having. Witnessing this kind of movements in this market, for example, and I saw many traders, people get really attracted to Nasdaq. It has this nice movement. I could have been short here, right? I can be short, but there is a lot of volatility here, very thin market, and this market can be here, right? Very weak base for this break. Buying here, right? Good also say that it's going to be taken. But also, the thing that can happen here, this market can reach settle maybe where it is right now and have a huge rally here. Huge rally all the way maybe to here, or even to here, or even to here. And then come back again and take this settle for a couple ticks, maybe a couple points, maybe 5, 10 points, and then do another rally. It is just so wild, right? It kills that part of this market. That's what I had to be. You got to be very careful trading here, right? And wait. For example, and this is what I do sometimes. I got settled here. Low also this, good also this settle. This low is going to be taken, but I won't sell here, right? If I want to sell. The market may come up to here. Even I just saw this level. I don't know why I have this one. And I need to see something here, right? Some market tend to push to the upside, push, or maybe here pushing, or maybe here tend to push, and then it fails. It just fails, right? And then it has a movement, and that's the movement I want to be in. But because before, and this is part of my journey, right? Yours can be totally different, and some is different. Everybody's different here. The thing is, you actually journal. You have to journal or keep in the memory what you are doing, right? And what works, what doesn't work, and then from that, you build your strategy. I used to get short here, I used to get short, but it doesn't. Right? The market is, it is an inside day. We have directional move, to the downside, but it is an inside day. If I'm going to play this selling, the market taking settle, probably or more, a better also market, I can have maybe a short way up here, right? And it's going to be very close also, very close to the high. The market to understand and to have a location here. The other thing that happened here, if I have this example here, the settle, if it comes back up to here, for example, to this area, it would be selling from previous day high. It would be selling from overnight high, and the break is not that strong. Right? It's not that convincing, very mechanical. Right? And when I see that kind of things, the odds that the market goes in the opposite direction and actually have rotation here increases, right? Increases. and you have to be able to change your mind or just let the trade go. It's like really hard to change. That's the hardest part for me, to be aware of what the market is doing, to not to be too focused on your trade, and be flexible. You know, just acknowledge what the market is doing and not what the market, what you want the market to do. Those two things. Now we don't have a distribution here. We do have one in the. I think, man, I can't avoid to look to the upside here. That is an inside day. I'm still watching the Dow here. I think that's the one who has. But okay. Oh, but it has printed that double O. I don't like that. Nothing here. I guess I guess today can be one of these days, right? But narrow, very narrow range. And we have Tesla tomorrow, and we might have some wild movements in the overnight, um, Wednesdays overnight, or after earnings in Tesla, and the trade may come actually the next day when we have, I guess we have Google or Amazon. Meta. You have Meta. Google. Microsoft is Thursday. And what kind of events we have? Is there another kind of news? PMI here tomorrow. Maybe that GDP on Thursday morning. Weekly, the weekly job list. This, but PCE. Huh? Do we have PCE next week? Next Friday? Oh yeah, we have PCE here. I mean this Friday, right? PCE is at 8:30. I want to see what happens. We may have some directional move from these earnings from tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Maybe some one. What I think this has happened before, right? We have Tesla. Let's say Tesla go higher or go lower, right? The next day, oh, okay, we got this Meta. Okay, we have the same kind of earnings. If this is positive and the market break, okay. Now that Meta comes is a positive, the market is going to break as well. But what happens? The market go higher, right? Look at that. And this day it just come back to this area, to where everything started. And Now we have after that another directional move with PCE. Or another thing that can happen is also in this day and third day with Google and Microsoft. We have upside continuation or downside continuation from these days, right? And what this day does is rebalance that inventory. Try to keep the perspective, don't get too biased. What? Okay, I am saving those. Okay, it is 10:40. I don't have nothing here. Unless you have any questions, I guess I'm going to call it a day here. And now look at what's happening in Nasdaq here. Very close to seller as well, the ES. The Dow, man, the Dow is the one that I can, I guess I have a heavy bias there. It just keeps selling. The difference between the ES, Nasdaq, and the Dow is that ES and Nasdaq are buying from very specific mechanical levels. The Dow is doing the opposite. The Dow is selling from these weak levels, very mechanical, very systematic selling from these specific, very visible references. These one have been. This is the intraday right now. This is Nasdaq, ES, Nasdaq here, and the Dow here. Right? Look at what has been sold from. Another time, once more selling from. Now we have a weak high here and weak low here. But you can go again. A sequential trade maybe. It's too early. Really, it is too early, really, in the session. What is this 17166? Oh, that's look at that. Look at that in Nasdaq. This is this last year high. Huh. Gosh. This actually may be some sort of short-term support. Same thing. The difference between the Dow here is that this is a range. And we have a range. Better than here, for example, right? There's nothing in ES. And what this is looking like, the market tried to get into this range, and the potential trade here is the opposite side. It tried once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and now it don't even get back inside this. And you have another range. We have a range here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day range forming here. A small range here. And it's forming right in between these two. And selling from its 100 moving average. That's why I was looking, there's something to that. And I got this from Kruder, from Anthony Kruder. Do something buy the strongest market and sell the weakest, right? It doesn't have to be a rule. It doesn't just, you know, whenever I do something or I try to do something, what I do is I made that observations, right? Okay, I may acknowledge something, and okay, let's see what happens here, right? And if it works, you know, let's see if we can do some adjustments. If it doesn't work, probably there's nothing there. Like there's just some empty observation. All right. Okay, guys. I hope you have a good rest of the day. Stay safe. Hope we can see you tomorrow. Bye bye.